Hi, thanks for stopping by and checking out this video. Today, I'm going to review two great LED light panels from the company Sokani. This LED light panel package includes everything you're going to need to really kick your lighting of your productions up a huge step. So for all of my video productions, my general lighting has been pretty limited. I've been using really just one very cheap and affordable light bulb lighting package, and basically was setting it up on a stand to help get some white light on my face, and then I've been doing the best I can with basically some old LED par cans I had laying around to try to make my background look kind of interesting. So my video production setup really isn't exactly ideal. It's basically just a corner in my apartment where I happen to have my guitar amp and music production desk set up. Fortunately, in my apartment, the ceilings are nice and high, and I do think I'm kind of maximizing my little corner and managing to make it look pretty cool for these different video reviews as well as guitar playthroughs and other things that I produce. So with this kit, you get two LED panels that include a padded bag to carry them to and from different shoots and protect them. You also get two nicely made tripod stands to hold them up. One great aspect of these LED panels is that they can be powered by battery as well as just plugging them into the wall. So since my setup is a little small and kind of tricky to move around, I decided to go with the battery setup to eliminate the extra cabling. It means I can position my lights in the optimum spot for my lighting. I've been basically learning as I've been going that with video, lighting is super key. It's kind of like with audio, you know, if you're going to be recording a band, you want to get in the nicest, crispest, best representation of whatever that audio source is. You can't polish a turd in post-production, and you can only take something that was recorded poorly and only get it to a certain point. Same thing with your video. You really want to get the best lighting already set up, looking nice in your camera, and then, you know, from there you can polish it and really make it pop and look great. You know, again, you can't really polish a turd, so having a lighting package like this is really going to kick things up a notch. So for me, for a long time I shot on just an iPhone with whatever lighting I had, then I upgraded my camera, then I upgraded my audio, and now finally upgraded the lighting to really get it to that point where I think it's gonna pop and look great in all like the talking head sort of reviews that I do, but also in my guitar playthroughs that I shoot for my original music and for my guitar lessons. I think it's really gonna kick everything up a notch and make it look really professional, which I'm very excited about. The main function you're gonna use your lighting for really isn't to color, it's just to get nice, clear white light on whatever it is that you're shooting. So a lot of shots, especially if you're going to be traveling and shooting in remote locations, maybe they're at night, you need a nice bright light source, and these crank. They are crazy bright. They're 50-watt panels, and right now I have mine turned at basically like 6% of the brightness. Any brighter for my setting would just be entirely too bright. So if you're going and traveling to a remote spot that you know is going to be really dark and you just want a nice, simple white light setting, you know, maybe you're just shooting a model or maybe you're shooting a band in like a warehouse, that sort of setting, these are going to be fantastic lights. Get that nice white light in a very dark setting. This is going to work fantastic for you. One aspect that I really like of the white light is that you can control the warmth or the color of it. So my lighting box that I was using was just a real bright white light, which was fine. That worked well enough. But if I was really trying to have it on my face, it was just overpowering. You couldn't control how bright it was really. So with this, you can control the warmth. So I've actually really turned down or dialed down the pure white light of it and kind of dialed it back to what I think looks best in my camera setting. Right now, just in my little like LED screen, I think it looks pretty natural, and I'm pretty excited about how easy it is to control it. So now that we're about halfway through this video, if you like it, please hit like and subscribe. Helps my little channel continue to grow. Here on A Minor Error, we do original progressive metal, instrumental music. We do product reviews as well as guitar lessons. Those are kind of the categories that we cover. And again, if you're digging it, definitely hit like and subscribe, and let me know down below in the comments for how you think these lights are performing. Now, these light panels do come with a remote control. It does require AAA batteries, and unfortunately I didn't have any at home, but it's definitely something I'm going to be using, especially when you're sitting in front of the camera, to avoid going back and forth trying to really dial in that light. Have that remote control, I can control it and just be looking at my little, my screen on my Canon M50, and then, really be able to speed up that process. So I love that it comes with a remote control. The panels are also linkable in channels. So you could buy multiple LED lighting packs. Let's say you buy 2 different LED lighting packs. You can have 2 of the lights, maybe on a certain color, a certain look, that you want to turn on or turn off, and you can control them in banks like that. So right now I don't have them linked. I have one on red that's basically lighting up my guitar amp and my guitar in the background, and then the main one that I'm using to light my face now, that I have set on the white. So it's cool because you can link them in channels, or you can not link them in channels if you don't want them to be controlled as a pair. Now there's plenty of different channels there that are available. So if you buy 2, 3, 4, I don't know, however many LED lighting packages, you're going to be able to have enough channels where you can have 2 on channel A, or 4 on channel B, whatever your lighting setup works best for your workflow. You're going to be able to have that flexibility, and with the remote controls easily be able to control those different sets of lights. The overall quality of the lighting LED panels is very nice. They have metal housings with like a blue aluminum accent points where they're connected. The barn door hinges are all metal, they're not plastic, and the unit itself has a little bit of a heft and weight to it. You can tell it's very well made. I decided to purchase extra battery packs. I got like the biggest batteries I can possibly find to power them, and those battery packs run on those Sony type of batteries that, if you've already been producing videos for a while, there's a good chance you've got a bunch of batteries already laying around that you could power them with. You do have to use 2 batteries in order to power the units, but once they're going, it does have a little LED button on the back that you can tap just to double check what your current battery level is if you're worried about your battery dying. I've had them running now for about an hour, and they're still at 100% battery, so I think with my big burly battery packs that I purchased, basically the biggest ones I could find, going to be able to power these for many hours and not have to worry about them dying on me during a shoot. The padded bag is very well made as well, and offers a pretty large amount of padding in there. I mean, this is the kind of thing that is so important that I love that this kit comes with. It's one of those things that's easy to forget about. It's like, okay, you've bought your equipment, but now if you're gonna hit the road and take it out there, you need something to put it in to protect it. The last thing you want is something to break that you've spent your hard-earned money on just because you didn't have a good case to put it in. So I love that it's like form-fitted for each of the LED panels. They fold right up, go right into the little case. It's surprisingly compact, very portable if you're going to be walking to a shoot for, a little bit of a distance. Comes with a shoulder strap. So, I mean, honestly, this is a very well thought out package. The tripod stands that the lights mount to are made of metal poles with plastic joints to connect them. The plastic seems to be of a pretty good quality. I think you're definitely going to get years of reliable service out of the tripods as well. They're adjustable from a very low height to pretty high. So, if you're really trying to get your lighting kind of coming down on your subject, if you're trying multiple lighting for different talking head shots, you're going to be able to get plenty of flexibility. I really like the barn doors that are on them. I discovered already that that's a huge thing in helping kind of control the diffusion of the light. So the sort of orange light that I'm using to light up my guitar and amp in the background, I've got the barn doors out, and was discovering right away that by having those doors come out and positioning the light in the right spot, I can light up the back wall and avoid getting too much on my face. There's still a little bit on me. I think it kind of looks cool, but I could have even positioned it with the aid of those doors where you don't get any on me and it'd be all on the subject in the background. So whether you're just getting started with your YouTube productions, or if you've been already making videos for a little while and just looking to kick things up a notch, I would definitely recommend these LED panels. They've got the flexibility and the features to be able to basically cover any production needs that you might require, from just simple basic white light production where you're trying to kind of control your white balance better, all the way up to special effect settings. So there's a whole setting of different special effects that are pre-programmed where it'll flash and kind of look like police lights, flash and look like fire truck lights. It has a lightning setting to make it seem like lightning is going. And there's all sorts of cool things that you could be using these for if you're creating more creative, cinematic kind of video productions where you need those extra little kind of lighting effects. These will do it as well. So for me, like I said, I'm primarily making guitar playthrough videos, talking head reviews like this. This is perfect for my needs, and I think have really kind of finished rounding out the upgrades to my production.